I'm looking distinguished today, by the way. I'm growing a goatee.
Oh, a distinguished gentleman.
Yeah, I
Distinguished.
burned the top of my head, so I was gonna shave my head like completely this weekend. Didn't happen, but I did get this really cool tan. So,
Mm-mm.
The distinguished gentlemen do not have goatees. They have handlebar mustaches that curl.
ooh, I think I could get there. What if the goatee was like the whole like the big long?
Like Fu Manchu.
Yeah, and I could be.
I mean, you've seen me with a long beard before. I mean,
Yeah, like currently.
That's kind of Gary-esque, though.
no,
It really
no,
is.
see,
Yeah, you're
Mine?
kind of working Gary's side of the street there.
mine or his?
No, the what Trevor was.
Oh,
yeah, that is true. I would have to braid it then. So
Well, see, during COVID, my beard was down to here. So
yeah. I let mine go quite a bit too. I had a mullet during COVID.
yeah, I remember that. That was I can't
Little
believe
known
Megan
fact.
let you do that. I
did
can't
not.
Megan let you did go out.
I barely. My truck stopped working because I stopped driving it. It actually had an error. It thought that there was something wrong because I spent over a month not driving. But anyway, this long story short, I had a mullet at one point, and I had a job interview, and I had to tie it in a ponytail.
Wow.
Yeah, I got pictures. It's wild.
Do post those.
Yes, I will. But I have to do it from
In
my
the
computer.
group.
I have to do it. Yeah. Oh, you mean in the group chat or the group Facebook
No.
group?
In the Facebook group.
Okay, I'll do it in the Facebook group. We'll post our bad COVID hair. How about that? That'll be a thing. Anyways, welcome everybody to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. This is the podcast where we talk about our hair and what we did during the COVID times. So, anyways, no, we're talking Carnival Cruising. We got some really cool stuff for you guys. We actually spent an hour and a half before the show breaking down each section by section of this show because that's what we do. Yes, that's what we do for you guys.
Because Trevor doesn't know what's going on, and so
That's
Jenn and I
correct.
had to actually tell him what's going on.
I didn't spend the hour just playing with my phone trying to get it to work. Oh, it's too funny. But oh man, how are you guys this week?
I'm good. You guys?
Super duper.
I mean,
Happy
I'm
to
doing
be back.
fantastic. Absolutely. Good to have you back. We
Yeah.
said nothing but nice things about you.
I know
we
that's
missed
not
you.
true because I
Oh.
listened, but that's okay.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Did we record that? What was that?
Oh, man, I should have done more editing. Did more editing than no editing.
I really liked the prolonged Australian toilet chat.
Yes. No, we thought we'd get it over with you gone.
Yeah.
I do love that Tim was just like, nah, Jen said no, guys.
Tim, you and me.
Man, he knows who really runs this show.
Yeah.
But
Why do they think she runs? It's our show. It's not hers. I mean, geez, she's only been a part of the show for 7 months.
maybe she's been behind the scenes the whole time, in spirit. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Kind of like Reese. He was on the show the entire time. Yeah.
He is. He's down there. Reese, you still down there? No! Stop! Okay. Anyways, I had to hit the door there. Man, it's like we can just hear him. But I actually talked to him the other day. He was in my neck of the woods. He was metal detecting, and as he does, and looking for what was it? Bottle caps and rusty nails. I think that's the number 1 and 2 things that he finds the most of. But Fantastic.
Does he actually
Oklahoma
find-
is a great place to find things, I think. So
Is there actually a market for old bottle caps?
no, there's not, but it's just kind of a joke because I think that is like 90% of the things he pulls out of the ground. So is
Well, I
old
mean,
bottle
he
caps.
does. He also collects and sells old like Coke bottles too. I mean,
He does. That goes back. You know what's wild is when we were wee little preteens, we used to
That was
walk.
a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago, dude. I'm talking like 4th, 5th grade. Me and Reese used to run up and down Choctaw, and there was a creek that we followed. I remember one day we found like a treasure trove of bottles, and even back then he flipped out and he had gathered them all, and he wanted to take them to his stepdad to get to have him check them because he knew a lot about old bottles and stuff. I think that's where he gets a lot of it from. But it was kind of a funny deal. So old medicine bottles and whatnot that we found. But anyways, that's trip down memory lane. But yeah, speaking of memory lanes, I've got something very interesting I wanted to talk about today, which is, y'all remember when we talked about this destination called Celebration Key?
Yes.
Yeah. So I got curious because Carnival recently put out some information on some stuff that they've done to that area in preparation for, the opening, and they've kind of, taken several steps for the environment. And it got me thinking, like, man, I didn't even think about the environmental impact that this building this might have in the Bahamas. But then also it gets me thinking about the economical impact, both positives and negatives. And, something that we've talked about in the past, we never really had a clear answer on, was what are they doing with all the folk that are now missing out that used to, put up the little shops and stuff you go get souvenirs from. And so I got a little bit of information on some of that stuff. And so I thought I'd like to share some of it.
Okay.
So Carnival.
Now, is this official news?
Yes, this is all official news. I actually have references for each one of these facts, which is great.
Okay, just making sure, because we don't want to spread false information here at Carnival Cruising Podcast.
If I will announce where these were got from, and so if these are untruths, we will throw them under the bus. So according to Travel and Tour World, they said that there is a Plant a Tree program that Carnival actually did where they replanted about 1,000 native palm trees in the Bahamas. There's all these trees that they were having to take down. A lot of them actually got replanted elsewhere. So 1,000 native plants or palm trees were relocated when they were building Celebration Key. They also have a freshwater lagoon. Basically, they're saving resources from local infrastructure, and they're kind of building their own there. There is a ban on single-use plastics within the park. They do have a partnership with the Bahamian Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources for development. That's according to Travel and World. They're going to be investing in this for years and years to come. And so it's approximately 65 acres of what was undeveloped land way back when. And so this actually, it was called like Rock Point. And so one interesting thing was this area, a lot of people wanted to know like the marine life and all that, like what kind of impact they're having there. But it seems like a lot of things are going to be minimal, especially with like waste and all that stuff. They're really trying to keep things out of the water, basically. So as much as possible.
How far is this from Nassau?
Not
because
sure.
I know it's not an island. It's not an
no,
island.
it's not an island. No,
It's
So
on Grand Bahama.
It's on Grand Bahamas, and I want to say it's like 20 miles. I'm not sure if that's true or not, right? I think I have that in here somewhere. I'll let you know. But
You mean you don't have that off the top of your head? I mean,
not
what
the
kind
top
of
of my
host
head.
are you? What kind of host are
One
you?
that pulled a lot of information, sir. But anyway, so they did say Carnival has said that this destination celebrates Bohemian culture and natural beauty, and said they're thrilled to sustain initiatives that take shape on the land. They are also doing a ceremonial tree planting during the site visits that they're going on. The pier design they're going to be building out over the years, so they're going to be sustaining more and more ships, so that's going to be an ever evolving thing. So I think it's going to go up to 2XL class ships, so they're going to be able to dock at a time, so that's going to be quite wild. One thing that a lot of people were worried about is the way things are set up now. Like, a lot of tour guides rely on people coming out of the port and being able to pick up that business. There's actually going to be a dedicated area for those people, so that they can then park and then get customers and then take them on their tours. But so they are going to be catering to those people as well. They want to eliminate any like ghost town effects in Freeport Harbor. Job wise, there's going to be 700 permanent jobs that are going to be created by this. A lot of these jobs are going to be taken by locals. They said initially probably about 300 Bohemians are going to be hired within the facility. They said that's going to go up substantially over the next 2 decades. I think they said like 15 or 2,500 jobs is what's expected out of this. So they think it's going to generate, revenue of $3.2 billion. I think that's over like 10 years. It doesn't say that here, but I'll put all the links to these articles down below, and then that way they'll be linked to the podcast. So if you want to read some of this stuff, it's all kind of interesting, and it really kind of goes over like the positive impacts that they're trying to do, because there are going to be negative impacts. Like, there's a lot of those tour guide operators are going to have to drive out of their way now that they've set up, elsewhere, or there's going to be the people, all the vendors that set up their shops. They're going to have to decide, they've got a little shop village that's going to be a part of Celebration Key that vendors can go in and set up just like they have at the other ports. So that's not going to be an issue. It's a little bit out of the way. Like I said, I think it's like 15, 20 miles, but I could be wrong on that. But I just thought that was interesting. Like, there are some positives and negatives that go along with this kind of a venture, but it seems like Carnival's trying to do what they can to like address some of the, the finer points. So I guess the locals had a lot of complaints here, there, and they've tried to address it. Although I will say their like economic impact report, Carnival's made very hard to find. So if I couldn't find it. So like every link that I found that goes to it is now a dead link. So I don't know if that is something that you have to reach out to Carnival to get, but that was not included. So there could be other environmental impacts that I was not considering, like the native minion fish that might be impacted in the reefs. So I don't know. I'm just some dogfish thing or something. I don't know. Just saying this as my dog is begging for me to do something. So
Well, that's really great, because the cruise industry does get a really bad rap for environmental impact, and there are a lot of concerns around this project. So thank you for digging deep into it. And I think that Carnival has tried to, especially in recent years, be really responsible and
yes,
be public and very transparent about what they're doing.
yeah. I think, and it's some of the less interesting things that I've covered on this show, but like I do think it's kind of cool. They put these like on the ships, they put actual like stomach digestion systems basically that break down food waste and all that, almost like your stomach would. Yeah, it's got like all these enzymes and stuff in it that break everything down. Although I wonder what the waste that comes out of that is like. Is it like our own stomachs? So
Well, see, it definitely isn't like those AI videos I keep seeing everywhere where waste is just being poured out of the ship, you know.
I mean, some of that actually happens. So, or happened.
Not. You haven't seen these videos, obviously.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's AI videos where they're like coming off of like deck 9, just
just throwing them overboard.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of
funny. And they've got some that are that they show a pipe coming off of the ship and it just dumps waste and stuff. I'm like, and all these people who've never been on a cruise are believing these videos. I'm like, no, that's not what happens.
That's too funny. They're up on the Lido just with a trash can dumping everything over. Mr. Kinney and I have been hit by stuff from Lido. Yeah, it's not fun. We got hit by ice.
By ice?
Yes, by ice. We were on the breeze at the Red Frog.
Yeah,
and we were just sitting there chatting, having a beer, and all of a sudden we get pelted with ice.
Yeah,
who was throwing ice at you?
Someone from the Lido deck.
Yeah, or I guess it could have been a balcony too. But the thing is like,
I'm gonna go with
it was almost like getting hit with a paintball. You know what I mean? It was not friendly.
I mean, it reached terminal velocity. If it was bigger, it would have killed us.
Yeah, we'd have been dead. This podcast would have never happened.
So to clarify, it was before the podcast started. These were not angry listeners.
No. No, now we just have flowers that are thrown to us at our feet.
We've only been on one cruise together since we started this podcast.
And you went underground during that cruise, Thomas.
What?
And you went underground during that.
It was just hard for them to find me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my fault.
He was hiding on deck 0, I think.
I know how to cruise. I mean, I just do my own thing, you know?
I think you were in the gym because that's the one place I didn't look.
No, I was pimping out our show, dude.
Yeah.
I was trying to get recognized like the first cruise I went on after we started this.
Yeah. I haven't been like recognized, but I have been caught doing really stupid things on camera. And
you hide the camera and then you stick your face right up to it.
Well, that not even that. It was back when I was doing I used to do those runway type videos. I had an outfit of the day, and I did one where I was trying to be extra, and the deck was quite empty, and it was early in the morning, and I happened to swing around on an umbrella, and a guy walked up while I was shaking my butt towards the camera. And I have that on video of me going, like, oh, hey, just making a video here.
You didn't say, I'm a content creator.
Yeah, he kept walking.
It's like, I don't care, weirdo.
Oh, it's really funny.
So I'm sorry, you do runway videos? I think we need to. You glossed over this. Back up.
Yes, I've done runway videos.
Yes,
it's in the podcast group. If you dig far enough, No, I've done several.
Or you can go to his YouTube page, and they're all there too.
Yeah.
So but I don't know what a runway video is. For the rest, explain it to us.
I walk and like I'm going down the runway.
Like he's a runway model.
Like I'm a runway model, and I'll turn and I'll walk.
Like New York Fashion Week. Yeah. He'll strut his stuff, and then
to do what?
And then just to post a stupid video
to show off your outfit of the day. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so I would do a voiceover of me going, and now here's Trevor. He's wearing, and it would be,
okay.
And then I'd have to include music of me going, and so and the video was done. It was
shows you how much
edit.
I gotta go way back.
Jenn shows how much Jenn listened to this show before she got on.
I've missed a whole chunk.
Yeah.
I missed that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. That was my crazy days. So
that is a crazy day. Wow.
Yeah, I got recognized on the Vista, the cruise that I met Amanda and Josh on. I was on the elevator going to my room to eat cheesecake, and these two women, they're pretty hot too. They're like, "What's your name?" I'm like,
"Gotta clarify."
Thomas, and they're like, "What's your last name?" I was like, "Kennedy," and they screamed, and the door opened, and they dragged me out into the elevator bank to take pictures with me.
Oh,
I felt like a superstar. I was like, I've made it. Is this how Johnny Depp feels? Sweet.
I love that. I love that.
Of course, they scared the piss out of me, but I was like, no one's ever done this
literally, because that would have made for a really awkward photo.
Actually, the only time I've ever been recognized for doing any kind of content was from YouTube, and that was a guy that we work at the same agency, but like not in the same area. We hardly ever talk. And he'd come up to me one day, we're in this training, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, are you on YouTube?" He goes, "Because like I watch a lot of cruising content." He goes, "I feel like I've seen you." And I was like, yeah. That's the only time. So
speaking of cruising.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, I know. So
way to make it
several months ago, you remember how Mexico wants to, give a tariff to cruise passengers?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, that whole controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, starting July 1st, it will be a $5 visitor fee, and over the next 3 years, it will increase to $21 visitor fee per person.
Is it per person per port, or just per person?
Just per person. It's going to be added to your cruise fare. So you cruise
go ahead.
Oh, well, if you've already paid off and you go after July 1st, I would contact your PVP or travel agent to find out, do I owe any more?
Yeah. You might find out what the Mexican word of the day is. You might think your cruise is paid off, but the July.
Oh, God.
Carnival Julies. I don't know. I was going to work that in somehow.
Dinero.
And whoever posted the Mexican word of the day meme in the group, shame. For shame. Why do people have to put my doppelganger in there?
That's hilarious, dude. I love the fact that you were the Mexican word of the day guy
for Halloween.
You won a contest.
I won a costume contest for playing him. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Jen's just like, I don't know what to think about this.
Oh, it's too funny.
That dude is
But-
my doppelganger, and he causes me nothing but pain.
Yep.
Nothing but pain. Speaking of pain,
Speaking of pain, did you guys hear the crazy news?
what news? There's so much. Could you narrow it down for us?
So I heard from a reliable source that Margaritaville is getting another ship.
Oh,
So this reliable source told me this, and I was like, what? And so I thought, because they obviously listen to this show. Who owns that? That's not Richard Branson. Who is that? The country singer.
It's not a country singer. It's Jimmy Buffett, dude.
Jimmy Buffett, the country
and
singer.
he's dead. He's
So-
not. He's a yacht rock.
Of Jimmy Buffett is listening. I would like to put out there that they should call it
You know it's going to be
the
bad if
Long
you can't even
Islander.
Spit it out.
I'm just putting that out there.
You put it out there. You should probably put
yeah.
it back.
I
You
put it back.
Yeah. Because you're putting it out there.
The
Mhm.
Long Islander.
Oh,
But
well,
now it's just stuck out there because
now
he's not going to edit that out.
I'm never, I am a true, reporter
American hero.
Yes.
and American hero. I do not reveal my sources.
Never.
So I will name this one Agent Brando is the one that gave me this. So
Agent Brando.
Agent Brando. So he's only
Agent
getting
Brando Calrissian.
So if this was a falsity, you could just blame that person. So
And we will.
we
Harshly.
will. Like regardless though, like even if it was true, we're gonna judge him. So that's what you get for judging Tom's fan. So anyways,
Yeah. Brando.
yeah, Brando. So
Now I can't even have my fan on anymore.
can't. You're just over there sweating.
Oh, no, the air conditioner's on, so.
Yeah, But speaking of air conditioners, did you guys know we had a speak pipe this week?
What does that have to
No.
do with air conditioner?
Isn't that
I'm so
amazing?
glad that you remembered, though.
Yeah,
I hope
do.
you play it for us.
I'm getting really good at this. So it only took 4 seasons. So here we go.
Hi guys, Tim here. Good show last week. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Tim.
However, I did spend a fair bit of time trawling through John's posts, looking for Trevor's posts,
Oh yeah.
only to
watch.
find out that he never did the bloody post. But anyway, I'll keep up the good work. Look forward
I
to the
even
next
reminded
episode.
him.
See ya. Bye.
It's
I
terrible.
even reminded him, Tim.
I'm gonna stop checking the speak pipe now.
Tim,
Tim, I actually reminded him.
Trevor's a liar. I
I
don't
am
know.
a liar.
And he's not like most Americans. We're mostly good, honest, hardworking people. Except Trevor. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he edits the show and so we kind of let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was gonna. Oh, it was the body parts. Spreading of my body parts. So okay, yeah. No, I got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna post it this weekend for realsies.
For
So-
realsies. For Tim.
This is for you, Tim.
For pretend. I reminded him, Tim. Just remember that. I
did.
reminded him, but he still did not do it.
I think I brought this up on 3 episodes now. I will do it though. So we'll see. John's probably gonna be not amused. but you know,
You may wind up on one of his 3-minute chats.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. You know, like I did get the one post of a repost of something. So, and he did really like the magnets of himself. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what we can work up.
Well, there's a difference between a magnet of himself and him reposting something that you posted with you asking if you can be buried at sea, just body parts, not ashes.
Yeah, you know. It's not fair if one group gets to do it and another doesn't. Okay, not fair. So they should allow it. But well, man, we're at 34 minutes.
Well,
so how about them Dodgers?
Yeah. Yeah. How about those A's? Yeah. Yeah.
No.
what's wrong with the A's?
I don't know.
That's what I thought. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nothing.
all the minor league teams here in Oklahoma are Dodgers affiliates. So
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the A's isn't a minor league team. They're a real team, but that's okay.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
But we have to root for the Dodgers because
They're
our
a real team, guys.
Well, I mean, sort of, they're a real team. You know, I don't think they've won a pennant in 20 years.
I don't. I'm not going to defend them too hard because we're a Giants family, but I just felt like I needed to acknowledge that they were a major league team, not a minor league team.
Yeah. Well, the I don't know, like the Oklahoma City Comets.
Yeah,
pretty good.
And the Tulsa Drillers, they're pretty good too.
Yep. Yep. I still don't get the comments, but oh well.
Hey,
yeah.
I hate to bring this back to cruising, but we talked about Celebration Key, and I believe that the family reunion group cruise is going there.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
next
you were
year.
promoting that on the group. Do you want to mention that at all?
I would.
I think you need to post a picture that you made of Josh and Amanda.
Oh, yes. So, okay. So I will bring that up. This is kind of funny. I'm using my iPhone 6 here to pull up some photos. No, do not send read receipts. So I made a picture a while back of me with a platinum badge on in the priority line. And Amanda made a post while in the family reunion group cruise group that we're in about how she needs to be put in that line as well because she is a platinum member. And so I said I added her and Josh. And so here's the photo. That's me and Amanda in the platinum line. And then the big pair of legs in front of us, that's Josh. Because Josh is like 15 feet tall. So that's the only way you can get a photo of Josh. So anyways, well, I do have the information here of the family reunion group cruise. You can't see it, but so it is FRGC 4.0, which is an amazing name, which is AKA, you know, the Carnival Cruising Podcastaways cruise, because we always still. So they are going on the Carnival Jubilee next year, September 19th to the 27th in 2026. I happen to know from really good source that Tim is highly considering ditching whatever cruise he has going on and going on this one instead. So now that we said it on the podcast, I mean, it would be really, really terrible if Tim were to like renege on that and then go on that cruise to Asia. Oh,
yeah, that and the fact that, you know, why don't we have our our Australian correspondent, come on a cruise
Yes,
with us. I mean,
I know. So, hey, I get it, Tim. I really do. So this is going to Celebration Key, Half Moon Cay, and Nassau, Bahamas, and the the prices right now. This is for two people. A balcony room is running $28.54, and a interior room is $21.94. That's with the $250 deposit. So highly recommend. They're all, if you've never cruised with the Barmores or have them as your travel agents, I'll put all their information, as we pretty much always do. We'll put their information in the podcast description. What if you don't have them as your travel agents? If you want to be part of the group, you're going to have to for this cruise. But they're the friendliest people around, and I'm going to tell you this right now. It's always extra fun to cruise with your cruise planner, because your vacation planner, because guess what? When things go wrong, they take care of it. So
even if they're on the cruise, because they're on the cruise with you.
yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. I mean, they're taking care of it 100%. So no, we got some great things planned. I'm highly considering this one. So I'm hoping that we can get some people also interested in this. I know we were planning something for next year. I think this could kind of be our thing. And Mr. Kennedy, this is kind of like in the realm of possibility for you. You think?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
because it's right before my cutoff, my PTO cutoff. So
and Jenn already booked. So I mean, and now that we've said that, I mean, it'd be really terrible if she reneged on it.
I know. And Reese, man, he said he's coming too.
Oh my God. He's in your room.
What?
I'm kidding. Love you, Reese. But
I thought he was going to bring Boogie this time.
Oh man, if we could work that out, actually, that'd be awesome. But no, I don't know. I think that's gonna be a good one. So we'll post something in the Facebook group. I'll leave that to Tom. And
put me on the spot like that.
Well, it's difficult when you don't have Facebook installed on your phone. You see,
that's your own fault.
Gosh,
that's your own fault. You got 6 phones. You have a meta portal.
I do. I'm looking at it. This is like the greatest thing ever, by the way. Look at this. Here's my computer screen. Other computer screen. Meta portal. I don't have Facebook on my phone, but it's in a picture frame right here in my fingertips. So dumb. I love it. By the way, you can only buy them at Goodwill. I might have picked that up as well, but they don't sell them anymore.
Wow. There's so much happening here. So what is it? What is it that you just told Thomas to do?
Post something in Facebook, I guess.
Post about the FRGC 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll post it. I'll post it. I can do it on my computer.
Well, me as Jen's going too. She can post it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But
I'll post something.
Amanda sent it to me. I'm looking for my phone as it's.
Well, send it to me so that I can post it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will kick you in the nards.
You can't.
And I will go. Yes, I can. I proved that this weekend.
Oh. You can't kick me in the nards.
Well, you're too far away. And you ain't got nards, so.
See?
At least I hope not. Otherwise, Tom's going to.
Oh, this is wild. You're not in my phone.
What?
Not the iPhone 6. So it's just everybody. I guess everybody that just texted me recently. So I guess you haven't texted me. So
I texted you yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh no, it's all the iPhone cool people. That's what it is. It's all the cool folk. Because I'm saying there's Jenn right there. So don't know.
Really?
Don't tell
Really?
you, Mr. Kennedy.
You got Jenn on there, but not me.
Are you a
Yeah.
green bubble?
You know what that green bubble means? It means that I am using modern technology and you guys are using outdated technology.
Anyways.
Keep telling yourself that.
Hey, guess what time it is?
It's probably time to make the
Time
stop
to go. I got enough
before
to
it gets
now.
ugly.
Yeah. So, anyways, just know that you can go to Facebook and you can go and search for Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We all post in there every day and in the group. And so, Mr. Kennedy, get on that. And so we posted there every day, and you too could be part of the fun. And so just know that you're unique, you're special, and you are loved.
I hate Trevor Shelby. Bye.
There's big ships and little ships and ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships. There's one that appears to be sinking rapidly. See you next time.
Is that the one with the green? Save the football tables. Bye-bye.